Welcome back. Now, new figures out this morning from the Office for National Statistics show that although the unemployment rate remains pretty much the same, slightly more people are now in work, with part-time staff driving up the numbers. Let's get more on this with the Director General of the British Chambers of Commerce, Siobhan Haviland. Good to see you. Should that have said slightly more people are out of work than previous unemployment figures? And indeed, what do these figures tell you about the health of the UK economy generally this morning?
Yeah, so the numbers have improved slightly, but we still have 1.1 million open roles in this country, which means that businesses are still really struggling to find people, and that is impacting the growth of their businesses. So our businesses are telling us they still can't find enough people, they can't fulfil their order books, they can't keep their hotel running at capacity, and it's a real challenge.
And would you say that is the major issue that the UK economy is facing right now, is this shortfall in the workforce, that people just haven't returned to work after the pandemic?
It's absolutely the number one thing that our businesses are telling us. They're struggling with their energy bills too, but finding people is the number one thing. And that is not just people not returning after the pandemic, it is parents struggling with childcare. We want to see simpler, more affordable childcare. It is getting older people back into work, but it's also all round just shortages of people. So we are saying to the government, we'd like them to review their shortage occupation list so we can bring people into the economy in certain sectors at the right time.
And what would make a difference? What would help with this workforce shortfall that we're seeing in the country?
So I would say a couple of things. Spring budget is coming up, so we'd like to see the Chancellor do something on childcare, and that might be affordability of childcare, but also supply. It's important to retrain older people to get them back into work, and businesses need to have flexible shifts for that. But it's also a question of looking at how we can bring more labour into the market. And
just very briefly, how much have strikes impacted and exacerbated our economic pain?
It's another challenge for business. Business like clarity and certainty so they can invest. This just adds more stress into the system. So it's really important for everyone to get around the table and fix the problems.
Now, the IMF recently forecast that we would be the only leading economy to slide into recession this year. Do you agree with that? Do you see that happening?
It's going to be a challenging year. It is. We're still going to see labour shortages and challenges around energy bills. But I have the pleasure of travelling the country and meeting businesses all over our regions and nations, and they are resilient and they are can-do and they will find solutions, but it is going to be a tough year.
Tougher here than elsewhere?
It's going to be tougher for us, but it's tougher for everyone.
OK. Siobhan Haviland, it's been really good to see you and talk to you about this. Thanks so much for joining us.